at a pace that I can handle in an environment that really suits where I'm at in life. It's been nice with the in-person labs, getting to know a couple of people that are in the same programs or different programs, and we're all kind of communally here learning together.
Before I found Athabasca, I didn't think university was possible for me. Being part of a hybrid program has allowed me to acquire knowledge at home and then be able to tie that knowledge to the hands-on experience I need when I come to the university, which I think will really help me in the future when I go to work in the laboratory or try to get a job in this field.
If you have that inkling, if you've been considering going back to school, it's a great step and it's really easy to get started.
What working at the Brandon Police Service taught me about organizational culture is the impacts that the workplace has on individuals. A key interest of mine in the aspect of emergency services and organizational culture is resilience. And at the Brandon Police Service, I really learned firsthand why resilience is important in first responders. So even not being a first responder, working in a supporting role, I learned that we were dealing with a really difficult topic and we were always dealing with people on their worst day. The way I feel like I can make the biggest impact with my philosophy on the human aspect of work and effective leadership is by consulting and helping others become those types of leaders and then essentially enacting change in their organizations. So the biggest impact I could do is help others to have that impact in their organizations. Okay, I'm not old, but I'm not young. I have a family. I need to work. Athabasca University was the only open, flexible, and accessible option for somebody who's working full-time or needs to work around things on their own schedule. And also when you're going back to university after a significant time in the workforce, there was some uncertainty there in my own abilities, and the open nature of Athabasca University made it an easier transition for someone, an adult learner, going back to school. Go for it. Take a chance on yourself because I think you're going to be surprised at what you're capable of.
My daughter inspires me every day, and everything I do is for her, and so that we can have a better future. And she's the next generation, and I want her to be better than my generation. My name is Kethra Stewart, and I just completed the Master of Health Studies from Athabasca University. I'm originally from Saddle Lake Cree Nation, and I was adopted as an infant from foster parents. In my early teens, I struggled a lot with addictions and self-identity, and so I used a lot of drugs and alcohol to mask how I was feeling. By the time I was in my 20s, I had succumbed to a very dark side of my life, and I had to look at maybe getting treatment. So I went to treatment and I got my life in order because my life was falling apart. I lost my job, I lost my license, I lost my boyfriend at the time, and I really needed to get my life in order, and I had to make a big decision to accept treatment and get the help that I needed in order to change my life around. After I got sober, I decided to go back to school, and so I got my first aid certificate, then emergency medical responder, and I eventually ended up at Thompson Rivers University with a Bachelor of Health Sciences, and then with Athabasca University, I was able to continue that with Master of Health Studies. The focus of my master's degree was in leadership, focusing on Indigenous health through health promotion, and cultural safety training is mandatory, and this is through the calls to action and the truth and reconciliation, which I learned about at Athabasca University. A lot of the cultural safety training is geared towards healthcare professions so that they understand the Indigenous history in order to have better healthcare relationships with Indigenous people. It's imperative that we continue to do the best that we can for Indigenous people in enhancing their health. I feel like I'm making a difference because I was able to do a research paper that advocated for cultural safety training for my healthcare organization with massage therapy, and to really involve the cultural safety training aspects and the benefits that are imperative, that are incredibly changing people's lives. I love to play my cello. I've been playing since I was 3 years old, and I've performed in numerous of orchestras and solos and duets and quartets, and also Indigenous groups. The cello gives me peace and creates a place of serenity for me. It's my go-to place that I'm able to just relax and to be able to focus on just the music. Sharing the cello music with my daughter is a special gift. It's an honor to be her teacher and her mentor, but also to watch her thrive and to enjoy the music as well. It's been incredibly rewarding to teach my daughter Indigenous teachings, and it's amazing to see how well she's understanding where she's from and to self-identify and be proud of who she is and her Indigenous roots. I love being able to show her the culture and to teach her and to show that our culture is beautiful so that she can understand who she is and to grow up confident. Never in a million years would I've ever pictured myself being at where I'm at today. In my early recovery, I had only dreamt about some of the things that I'm achieving today as just a dream, just a pipe dream. And today, I've achieved more and then some of anything and any goal that I've ever wanted to accomplish.
Athabasca University's 2026 Convocation will start in 5 minutes. Please find your seat. Please do not sit in reserved areas unless you are directed to do so by an usher. Thank you. Good morning and welcome. The procession is about to begin. If you are able, Please stand for the procession and remain standing for O Canada.
Oh, Canada, our home and native land, true patriot love in all of us command. With glowing hearts we see thee rise, the true north, strong and free. From far and wide, O Canada, we stand on guard for thee. God keep our land glorious and free. O Canada, we stand on guard for thee. O Canada, we stand on guard for thee.
Please be seated.
Athabasca University is located on Treaty 6, 8, and Métis lands. We respectfully acknowledge that we live and work on the traditional lands of the Indigenous people of Canada, and we honor the ancestry, heritage, and gifts of the Indigenous people and give thanks to them.
Good morning. Welcome to Athabasca University's 2026 Convocation. I'm Catherine Swindlehurst, Provost and Vice President Academic at AU, and I'm honored to be the MC at this morning's ceremony in our beautiful home community of Athabasca. As we open our ceremony, a big thank you to Kelly Miller for sharing our land acknowledgement and Leanna Chambers for singing our national anthem. AU graduates, you are truly special. And throughout your successful journey, learning, working, and living, okay, just about living, you showed why AU graduates are truly like no other. So I am profoundly excited to share today with you. For me, this is the best day of our academic year, the day we come together with our faculties, our board, our home community to celebrate every one of our graduates, near and far, local to global, for all of your hard work, perseverance, and most of all, your accomplishment. Well done. You did it. For all of us who work at AU, today is why we do what we do every day, to support you to make your highest contribution. So on this amazing day, your day, take time after our ceremony to enjoy our campus and our community and all they have to offer. With all of your family and friends, we celebrate you. Please welcome Dr. Clark, the president of the university, and Dr. Maria Campbell, elder in residence, for an offering and a prayer. Please now stand for the prayer.
Dr. Maria Campbell is the Elder-in-Residence at AU's Niskatawin, or meeting place. Elder Campbell is a Métis writer best known for her memoir Half-Breed, which initiated a rebirth of Indigenous literature in Canada. She received an Honorary Doctor of Letters from AU in 2001, was made an Officer of the Order of Canada in 2008, and in 2025 was awarded the King Charles III Coronation Medal. Now, Elder Campbell can't join us in person today, but has recorded her prayer. In Maria's absence, AVP Indigenous Conciliation Priscilla Campo, please accept this gift of tobacco and ribbons. On behalf of AU, I offer you this gift for Elder Maria to wish her good health and to thank her for honoring us with her prayer.
Thank you, Dr. Clark. I accept this on behalf of Dr. Campbell. Thank you.
Ana naska manu te pe tohte an ka pe piksquatta ko ka pe uhtena manuma. Nasko mawaka kioga ya sai sinwa utaka kiwiketsek tai sinimnawak. Ego minuke ka pe tohtechek. Ego minuke kuskaya ka piksnamachek. Nasko mau omaski utaka kiwiketsek ya tai sinimnawak. Ego minä kahkiokimus on pannawak, kohkon pannawak, umuutta Athabasca kaisikatek. Hau kiumakatti peitsekein ikohken askumtan, umaka pemiukissakak, egomap matsuun kapea vihia. Ken naskum tuasem snanak, daisinim nanak, ego kahkion kehteim nanak, mi ajawin ejatsik. Naskum minä kahkioki kapeki sihtatsek, uskaja kapeks namatsek, vistaamina, anki kakiks namavatsek. Egoma minä ksnama tokamek, kahkiouta uja katuskeet naskoma vai kuetsem kakanoimatsek. Hau minä ikohken naskum tan bioma ja kossi biota moi vahjaukappen paik. Naskum kahkio kuahko maakannawak. Ego kahkio minä psiskua kuutomaski kawikitsek. Kahkio kapimehatsek. Egon pika wikitsek. Ego kottakaksaka kajatsek. Naskum minä kahkio kiwajuta. Kasteko maski. Kahkio maski kivattekak. Kahkio mstekak. Maski kiisutak. Maskik jauta kauppikitsek. Ego minä kahkioon mä mitsuen kajaa. Ego ni minä kahkioon askumtaan paui. Iko kapekte maakemia. Kuetsem kakte maakeematseko kakisihtatsek. Kakiseks naamavitsek. Kawitsehatsek kamiopaitsek makassi puhteetsek. Ego kahkio utaisiini muavaka kanuemmatsek. Kamio asniik meskenau kawit muhteetsek. Ja kamio paitsek. Hauminan kawin anaski. Kista minä kenen askum eukuetsem. Ksevatsuun kawitsehatsek ukekamskahkek. Kawin tuotoskeetsek me. Kenen askum nemosomaka nevapiek. Skuahteemaka kanuehtamek. Ego minä assai minä katipeitsekein. Kohtauino, kenen askumten. Kanuemnaan vitsehenaan. Kamio paija, keo kamiosek meskanau kausihtama vajakuk. Kahkiok tuosemsnawak, kussemnawak. Ktaisiinimnawak. Hai, morsi. Hai.
Please be seated. Now please welcome Mr. Byron Nelson, the Chair of AU's Board of Governors, followed by our President.
I was listening to our registrar prepare our graduands on how to do the pledge that we'll all hear shortly. And I think she said something like, in order to convey that it comes after the board chair's remarks, I think she said, you have to suffer through the board chair, and then we'll get to the graduate promise. And I assure you, this will be the highlight of any graduation, would be the board chair comments. So with that, on behalf of the Board of Governors, of whom we have a huge amount that have come out to support our graduates today, and I thank the Board of Governors. We have so many that former Mayor Roger has to be on this side of the aisle as well, but thank you very much, board members. On behalf of all of us, a warm welcome to each of you as we gather to celebrate AU's 2026 Convocation. As you can probably tell by this room, this is the biggest ever gathering in the history of this university today, and it's here in Athabasca. Most especially graduates, we offer our congratulations to you. We are so proud of each and every one of you today. You have truly climbed your mountain, and it takes 1,000,000 steps to climb any mountain. But as the saying goes, the best view comes after the hardest climb. Embrace the challenge, enjoy the air, and behold the view. And today it is an amazing view for you to take in and savor. In our board roles, it is truly special for us to meet you, to see your success, and to share everyone's smiles, to feel your joy and to listen to your stories. These convey the amazing people AU's graduates are and the amazing difference AU makes from Athabasca in changing lives as a university like no other. Graduates, for your self-belief, your actions, and your discipline to take every step to reach today's peak, well done. And take pride and remember that it's much easier, of course, to chart and start a course than it is to complete one. Terrain on your way up can be steep and precarious. You've personally carried weighty loads, studying while you live and work, bringing up your family, holding down your job, contributing to your community. And our long journeys don't always go according to plan. My own time at university was very demanding, but I was young and it was before I had started my career and family. So I stand in awe of the travels that you, our graduates, have undertaken. But as mountaineer Conrad Anker reminds us, the summit is what drives us, but the climb itself is what matters. Remember, graduates, all you've learned about yourself on your journey. Your character mattered not because the climb was easy, but because it was hard. And reflecting on my own view from here, I am especially proud and grateful to celebrate you here in AU's home. Athabasca is a very special place for myself and our board to come together to celebrate Convocation once more. So please, everyone, take time during the rest of your special day to enjoy our campus and the town and region. At Convocation this year, there's a record number of campus attractions to enjoy, with a record number, of course, of graduates and guests as well. So in closing, graduates, remember, as this journey ends, your next journey begins. Let's enjoy the peaks of today together and be open to the new heights of tomorrow. Thank you and many congratulations.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Okay, I just want to do a quick check-in with everyone. I don't know, is there anyone here today who is happy? Let me hear a big cheer. And guests, honorable and dishonorable. Don't you look great? If you are proud of your graduate today, let's hear an even bigger cheer. And our most important people, graduates, if you are proud of each other, but most of all yourself today, let's hear the biggest cheer of all. Well, graduates, today truly is your special day in this beautiful home of AU in Athabasca, to come together to celebrate you and all that you've accomplished, your dream, your journey, and your success. Indeed, graduates, as you cross the stage in a few moments, you will never be the same again. As each of you joins a unique galaxy of stars, a stellar body that's been shining now for over 1,000 years, the world's university graduates. Now, with over 500,000 educated at AU alone, our graduates form a constellation like no other. We are proudly the university that stands for access and opportunity and community impact, where we educate some of our most qualified professionals. And this year, our largest ever convocation, 75% of our graduates are women. "70% are first in their family to even go to university because at AU we value most, not where you've come from, but only where you want to dream to go." And today, graduates, your dream came true. So we celebrate all of your journeys in all of the ways. And as we do so, let's breathe in and be present here together as we look back, we look around, and we look forward. Look back, graduates, and remember that moment all those years ago when you decided you wanted more opportunity, more learning. Remember the hard work and the sacrifices and the tough learning that found you since. Those late nights and those early mornings. There was never any doubt. Okay, there was lots of doubt. No, there was never any doubt. And celebrate your journey not despite it being tough, but because it was tough, especially those parts that were toughest. And that's something I know all too well. And I was a struggling C- undergraduate student in my second year at university in Glasgow, and my marks were trending down. And after yet another bad grade, I was in crisis. But beyond my fear that I was about to fail university for a second time, I realized that my issue wasn't my effort or my attitude, but it was that I'd never learned how to learn. And that very day, I went to the bookstore and began what has become a lifelong journey practice of mind mapping. And 2 years later, I graduated with the highest mark on my course ever. And 32 years later, as of today, I still mind map every day and did one even this morning. My learning changed my life in really profound ways. Life sometimes changes our learning, but learning can also change our life. Our journeys don't just change us for people. Our journeys change us as people. And so, graduates, to move on and looking around here now, pause and be still. Be still in gratitude to appreciate in your mind and in your heart all those other people who helped you on your journey. Some are here today in person, graduates, still showing up for you. And look around too, and remember those who are not here. Whether close by, in distant places, or only now in distant memories, so many people help us on our journeys. Graduates, please show your appreciation for the special people here and beyond who helped you succeed today. And so, to look forward, because today is not an end, graduates, but a beginning. So as you stride across the stage in a moment, remember, you'll never be the same again. As graduates of AU, you build on 1,000 years of the past of those who come before you to step stark, face to face into the trickiest challenges of our future. And it's a world that's never more in need of your efforts as innovators, as trailblazers, as community builders, as advocates and artists, as mind mappers and glass ceiling shatterers. In your amazing next step as an AU graduate, what will your highest contribution be? To each of you, congratulations. Walk tall, shine bright. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Nelson and Dr. Clark. Today is truly about togetherness, and a vital part of this is our amazing Athabasca community. So I now invite a special supporter of AU, the Honorable Tracy Holland, Reeve of Athabasca County, for welcoming remarks on behalf of the region.
Thank you so much, Catherine. Welcome, everyone, graduates, families, friends, and members of the Athabasca University community. I'm Tracy Holland, Reeve of Athabasca County. It is an honor and privilege to join you in Athabasca today to celebrate Convocation, an incredible milestone and momentous occasion. If this is your first time visiting, or if you are returning, I hope you're enjoying your time in our beautiful region. There is so much to do and see, from stunning landscapes, amazing wildlife, serene lakes and rivers, welcoming campgrounds, gorgeous trails, to great shopping, and so much more. AU has been a vital part of this region for more than 40 years, and it has been great to see Convocation return to this community. We are proud and excited about all the university and its students have done in the past and will do in the future. Most of all, we are excited to celebrate your success with you. Today marks the culmination of years of hard work, early mornings, late nights, balancing your studies with work and family, plus unwavering determination. This achievement is not just a personal victory, it's a celebration shared by your families, your professors, and your communities. We couldn't be more proud. Today, you have proven that commitment pays off. As you step forward from this day, I encourage you to carry the same determination, curiosity, and courage with you. Take pride in how far you have come and have faith in how far you can go. Let your success be a driver for others, especially in our rural and remote communities where education can transform lives and futures. On behalf of Athabasca County Council and our entire region's communities, I offer my heartfelt congratulations. Way to go. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Reeve Holland. And now I'd like to invite Dr. Manajay Manani to introduce our honorary degree recipient.
Thank you, Dr. Swindlehurst. In recognition of outstanding contributions that have enriched our broader society and culture, as well as the university, please welcome today's honorary doctorate recipient, William Snow. Today, we recognize William Snow for his profound impact on conservation efforts across Alberta and in his education and advocacy for the incorporation of Indigenous knowledge into conservation efforts. Mr. Snow and his team foster collaboration among Indigenous nations, elders, researchers, and scientists, working with government and industry to conduct assessment of resource projects within Stoney Nakoda traditional territory. A graduate of the University of Lethbridge, Mr. Snow is Acting Director of Consultation with Stoney Tribal Administration, Director at Large for Alberta with the Canadian Wildlife Federation, and is also Chair of the Indigenous Relations Committee. He has traveled across Canada, the United States, and Europe, giving presentations on the bison cultural study to researchers, students, conservationists, and governments. He's a recipient of the Queen Elizabeth II Platinum Jubilee Medal. In 2023, he received the Fulbright Canada Honoring Nations Cultural Revitalization Award in recognition of his work on the bison cultural study which incorporated traditional knowledge, regrading the bison reintroduction to Banff National Park. Mr. Snow, please join Dr. Clark, Board Chair Mr. Nelson, and Dr. Shauna Zenteno, Dean of the Faculty of Sciences and Technology, to present you with the Honorary Doctor of Science.
Amboa Stitch, good day. It's very good to be here, good to be with all of you, students and parents. Sigtoja o Mia Mia no Shnish. Thank you to all the graduates, their families, the staff here at Athabasca University. It's great to be here. It was about 45 years ago this month that my late father, Chief John Snow, received an honorary doctorate from the University of Calgary. With this honorary doctorate of science, I joined my late father and also my sister Rachel in obtaining a doctorate level degree. I feel opin warnigach, opinaginach, that is grateful in the Stony language. I feel grateful to my family, friends, relatives for supporting my work over these many years. I'd like to share a short story. Chief Walking Buffalo, who was a Stoney Nakoda chief and philosopher, in his writings, he posed the question, a philosophical question. Why is the forest beautiful? In the forest, there are many different types of trees and grasses and flowers. There are many colors, many shapes and sizes. Certainly you can see that here in Athabasca. The biodiversity that nature creates is one of its greatest strengths. Walking Buffalo didn't go to a university. He learned from nature's university. The answer to this philosophical question posed by Walking Buffalo, he offers an answer. The forest is beautiful because it grows according to the Great Spirit's plan. By observing and appreciating nature and all of the benefits that it provides to all of us naturally and freely, let us remember to be opin waginach, or grateful, to be part of the Great Spirit's plan. In whatever field of work you may enter into, and wherever that work may take you, there will be challenges and setbacks. But if you have patience and kindness, you are able to observe and appreciate nature, you may also find revelations and opportunities. As Walking Buffalo teaches us, to be able to see all things in the Great Spirit's plan. And I hope that you have time to remember and reflect on your journey and to be opin waginach, grateful. Ishnish, thank you.
Thank you, and congratulations again to Dr. William Snow. Graduates, guests, we have now reached a very important part of our ceremony. Mr. Board Chair and Provost Windlehurst, please join me now for the conferring of degrees.
I ask each student to stand to make the graduate promise. Mr. Chair, Mr. President, and members of the board, I present to you the petition. I ask that these graduates, having fulfilled all of the requirements of the statutes of Athabasca University, may, with your permission, be admitted to the degrees, diplomas, and certificates to which they are entitled.
On behalf of the Board of Governors of Athabasca University, I declare this petition granted.
I now ask the students to stay standing as the graduand promise is read, and then to respond, "I do so promise," at the end. Students, as a graduate of Athabasca University, do you promise to maintain the high standards set by those alumni who came before you, and to uphold the university's values of integrity, community, adaptability, respect, and excellence? Do you promise to continue to seek knowledge and express your ideas, and to acknowledge your limitations and mistakes so that you may learn from them? Do you promise to encourage and champion the pursuits of your fellow community members? Do you promise to act in a manner that is inclusive of all individuals and to respect the rights, differences, and dignity of others without judgment or discrimination? Finally, above all, will you aspire to use the knowledge, skills, and wisdom you have acquired for the betterment of all? Do you promise this to yourself, your family, your community, and your university?
By virtue of the authority vested in me by the legislature of this province, and with the consent of the General Faculty's Council of this university, I admit you and those in absentia to the degree, diploma, or certificate to which you were entitled, and confer upon you all powers, rights, and privileges, and responsibilities pertaining to that credential. Please be seated.
Good afternoon again. As you know, my name is Manija Manani, and I am the Dean in the Faculty of Humanities and Social Sciences. And right now, together with Dr. Simon Sige, Interim Dean in the Faculty of Graduate Studies, it is our honor to celebrate the students in our faculties. We couldn't be prouder of your accomplishments. It looks like our Faculty of Humanities and Social Sciences graduates are ready to take to this stage.
Mr. Chair and Mr. President, I have the honor to present these graduands for admission to the credential of Doctor of Education, Distance Education. Melissa Ashman. Stacy Marie.
Heather Ann McGibblery.
Maria Rowena Raimundo.
Lori Thompson.
Cara Violini. Mr. Chair and Mr. President, this concludes the presentation of the Doctor of Education, Distance Education.
Mr. Chair and Mr. President, I have the honor to present these graduands for admission to the credential of the Master of Arts, Interdisciplinary Studies.
Shannon O.J.
Barbara Bassett.
David Blaine.
Patricia Denis.
Gurpreet Dubb.
Shauna Dwyer.
Sarah Dyer.
Candace Edie.
Thomas Fenton.
Alan Marshall Finn.
Candace Fleury.
Amanda Gear.
Jared Groten.
Michaela Lasan.
Kayla McConnell.
Jenna McDonald.
Christina Oberg.
Bethany Reedman.
Renee Sane.
Lisa Spencer Cook.
Kristen Stinson.
Amanda Simchuk. Mr. Chair and Mr. President, this concludes the presentation of the Master of Arts Interdisciplinary Studies.
Mr. Chair and Mr. President, I have the honor to present these graduates for admission to the credential of Master of Education, Open, Digital, and Distance Education.
Danielle Ongoy.
Harmandeep Chahal.
Cheryl Facundo.
Sarah Fairbrother.
Emily Grady.
Mary Josephine Constance Valerie Bernadette Hogue.
Zainab Hussein.
Hoden Hussein.
Kathy Jaster Hakey.
Megan Lowen Cook.
Miracle McDonald.
James Paladwar.
O'Ray Parchment.
CJ Parr.
Bhavik Patel.
Marie Primo Maurice.
Catherine Jane Ramkalawan.
Ava Shum. Mr. Chair and Mr. President, this concludes the presentation of the Master of Education, Open, Digital, and Distance Education.
Mr. Chair and Mr. President, I have the honor to present these graduates for admission to the credential of the Graduate Diploma Heritage Resources Management.
Jessica Zutz.
Mr. Chair and Mr. President, this concludes the presentation of the Graduate Diploma Heritage Resources Management.
Mr. Chair and Mr. President, I have the honor to present this graduate for the admission to the credential of the Graduate Certificate, Technology-Based Learning.
Jerry Anand.
Mr. Chair and Mr. President, this concludes the presentation of the Graduate Certificate, Technology-Based Learning.
Mr. Chair and Mr. President, I have the honor to present these graduands for admission to the credential of the Post-Baccalaureate Certificate, Inclusive Education.
Evelyn Ashes.
Mr. Chair and Mr. President, this concludes the presentation of the Post-Baccalaureate Certificate, Inclusive Education.
Mr. Chair and Mr. President, I have the honor to present these graduands for the admission to the credential of the Bachelor of Arts.
Nadine Andriashek.
Caitlin Benoit.
Reese Bennetson, with distinction.
Jackie Beckler.
Christy Dvorak, with distinction.
Chelsea Buckberger.
Yulia Bulak.
Marilyn Birch Harvey, with distinction.
Ellie Mae Baruma.
Gaganpreet Chima.
Nikki Chopek.
Paul Clark, with distinction.
Alicia Cole.
Nabila Damji.
Michelle Davis.
Carolyn Dawson, with distinction.
Peter Vince DeClerc.
Vanity Pokua Eduse.
Fiona Farrell, with great distinction.
Alana Flynn, with distinction.
Paige Foreman, with great distinction.
Ivana Gawetska, with distinction.
Thea Hector.
Riley Hughes with distinction.
Nadia Hyder with distinction.
Megan Jones.
Serena Knockhart McLeod with great distinction.
Vanessa Legacy.
Delaney Leger.
Susan Littlechild.
Elizabeth Mackey with distinction.
Christy McConnell with distinction.
Mark McHale with great distinction.
Naomi Mukaiko.
Kaylee Patterson.
Jonah Pollock with great distinction.
Chelsea Pete.
Caitlin Onozaki.
Kristen Rue Phelps.
Alison Rowney.
Natalie Sagert with great distinction.
Molly Salter with great distinction.
Layla Santian with great distinction.
Laura Sealt.
Talha Shawkat with distinction.
Nomatheba Manjaya.
Maya Suarez McDonald with distinction.
Cindy Sutherland with distinction.
Lindsay Tritter, with distinction.
Aaron Tuff.
Brenda Van Ness.
Abigail Versnick, with distinction.
Sarah Wilkes.
Kaylee Williamson, with great distinction. Mr. Chair and Mr. President, this concludes the presentation of the Bachelor of Arts.
Mr. Chair and Mr. President, I have the honor to present these graduands for admission to the credential of the Bachelor of General Studies.
Trevor Aldis, with distinction.
Kubaib Alsa Marai.
Rupinderjeet Ajla.
Francesca Bonilla.
Daphne Cairns.
Dahlia Davis.
Elaine Giles.
Lewin Grasdahl.
Sandy Grunleitner.
Alicia Honeywell.
Timmy Horvat, with distinction.
Rebecca Hewell, with great distinction.
Mary Igbape.
Andrea Coker.
Lee Ross.
Ava Olson.
Holly Richmond.
Victoria Schellenberg, with great distinction.
Huda Shokat.
Craig Skinner.
Brittany Yerachuk, with distinction.
Mr. Chair and Mr. President, this concludes the presentation of the Bachelor of General Studies.
Mr. Chair and Mr. President, I have the honor to present these graduands for admission to the credential of the Bachelor of Human Resources and Labor Relations.
Darla Baglol, with distinction.
Georgina Bromley.
Jaskaran, with distinction.
Sophia Chambers.
Stevie Lays.
Janelle Lothrop, with distinction.
Megan Maisie, with great distinction.
Emma Melland.
Rianne Meredith.
Monique Nickel, with distinction.
Jennifer Norton.
Linda Pratt, with distinction.
Angel Quebec.
Makeda Virula, with distinction.
Marva Williams, with great distinction.
Mr. Chair and Mr. President, this concludes the presentation of the Bachelor of Human Resources and Labor Relations.
Mr. Chair and Mr. President, I have the honor to present these graduands for admission to the credential of the Bachelor of Professional Arts.
Ifra Abdullahi.
Adeola Akinrimade.
Noor Riyad Alhendi, with distinction.
Selena Atkins.
Mallory Clarkson, with great distinction.
Nicole Davis.
Conwall H. Dillon.
Kimaya Suvan Eisnor.
Rachel Falconer.
Gagan Partap Singh, with great distinction.
Angela Goche, with distinction.
Jaden Harrison, with great distinction.
Angel Hoare, with great distinction.
Sin Young Kang.
Nicole Meyer, with great distinction.
Naima Meyer.
Basbuhe Moabwa.
Obumnike Namoku.
Ambrose Ojiabo.
Sophie Peck.
Melina Power.
Lindsay Rankin, with great distinction.
Dominique Rodriguez.
Yusuf Salihi.
Josie Surson.
Zoya Sharma, with distinction.
Stacy Sundar.
Shelley Wagner.
Alicia White, with distinction.
Emily Yanosik, with distinction. Mr. Chair and Mr. President, this concludes the presentation of the Bachelor of Professional Arts.
Mr. Chair and Mr. President, I have the honor to present these graduates for admission to the credential of the University Diploma in Arts.
Christina St. Pierre.
Syra Yunks. Mr. Chair and Mr. President, this concludes the presentation of the University Diploma in Arts.
Mr. Chair and Mr. President, I have the honor to present these graduands for admission to the credential of the University Certificate, Human Resources and Labor Relations.
Cameron Heenan.
Kimberly Kichmarski.
Joshua Merkel.
Kim Miller. Mr. Chair and Mr. President, this concludes the presentation of the University Certificate, Human Resources and Labor Relations.
This concludes the Faculty of Humanities and Social Sciences. We will now proceed to the Faculty of Business.
So congratulations to the graduates of the Faculty of Humanities and Social Sciences. Now, before continuing the formal program and the presentation of degrees to the graduates of the Faculty of Business, just wait a minute. We are honored to welcome Kyle Snow, a renowned singer and drummer from the Stoney Nakoda Nation. And as it turns out, Kyle is the nephew of today's Honorary Doctor of Science, Dr. William Snow. A connection that makes his presence here especially meaningful. Kyle will be performing a traditional song from the Stoney Nakoda.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Kyle. Kyle will also be performing a song after today's ceremony on campus in the ARC building in recognition of his uncle's achievements. Today's graduates and families and our faculty members, team members, and our instructors and everybody here is welcome to join him at the Niskatewin Centre at 2 p.m. this afternoon to participate. I'd like to now invite Richard Dixon, the Dean of the Faculty of Business, to join us.
Thank you, and a special thank you to Kyle again for sharing both of the song, but also we sense the tradition that he's sharing with us that is so valuable and part of the heritage that we are gifted from our Indigenous people. So thank them very much. I'm Richard Dixon, Interim Dean of the Faculty of Business. It is now my honor to join my colleagues from the Faculty of Graduate Studies, Dr. Simon Segou, there you are, Simon, yep, for the Faculty of Business Grad. He's also we're proud that he is also one of our faculty members at Business as well. So we couldn't be, with us, couldn't be prouder of your accomplishments. For the graduates, it looks like are they ready? Yes, they are. Okay, thank you, Laura. The Faculty of Business graduates, we're ready to take the stage and we continue on. Thank you.
Mr. Chair and Mr. President, I have the honor to present these graduates for admission to the credential of the Doctor of Business Administration.
Andrew Burgess.
Ralph Stephen Ganter.
Bill Woods.
Ryan Young. Mr. Chair and Mr. President, this concludes the presentation of the Doctor of Business Administration.
Mr. Chair and Mr. President, I have the honor to present these graduates for admission to the credential of the Master of Business Administration.
Marlene Arana.
Sana Uzma.
Jose Bears.
Daniel Barron.
Anne Beaulieu.
Christina Bukestein.
George Bugaritas.
Brian Browse.
Laura Brown.
Doran Kamert.
Joseph Tarek Christopher.
Christine Dokies.
Tyler Donaldson.
Lori Jean Edwards.
Brittany Encina.
Ryan Gujelka.
Shinu Bobby Johnrin.
Oliver Jose.
Christine Kautz.
Sammy Lyons.
Alyssa McMullen.
Allison Matheson.
Amanda May.
Stephen McDonald.
Jamie Murphy.
Alyssa Nider.
Robin Peckford.
Delaney Peters.
Courtney Powell.
Angel Shao.
Shannon Smedella.
Frank Tavares.
Paige Tears.
Cynthia Tipliski.
Michael Way.
Stefan Zeifdien. Mr. Chair and Mr. President, this concludes the presentation of the Master of Business Administration.
Mr. Chair and Mr. President, I have the honor to present these graduates for admission to the credential of the Graduate Diploma, Leadership and Management.
Tamara Jackson.
Alvin Veraz.
Jared Yeaman.
Mr. Chair and Mr. President, this concludes the presentation of the Graduate Diploma, Leadership and Management.
Mr. Chair and Mr. President, I have the honor to present these graduates for admission to the credential of the Graduate Diploma Management.
Heather Foda.
Matthew Hansen.
Leonard Marinen Higoy.
Heather Manweiler.
Darko Tomovic.
Mr. Chair and Mr. President, This concludes the presentation of the Graduate Diploma Management.
Mr. Chair and Mr. President, I have the honor to present these graduates for admission to the credential of Bachelor of Commerce.
Daniel Olatunji Herkinjishi.
Michael Arabi.
Mandeep Arora.
Lorianne Barbicho.
Bulbul Aurora.
Jesselyn Cayo, with great distinction.
Christy Cameron.
Anne-Marie Collins.
Haley Cowan, with distinction.
Lara Curry, with great distinction.
Taylor Day Champlain.
Sanjot Derry.
Liam Duker.
Carly Greschuk, with distinction.
Ashley Holmes.
Snaha Joshi.
Wendy Klinger, with distinction.
Nicholas Kroger.
Kilwinder Kaur, with distinction.
Judith Levine.
Desiree Irene Lowe, with distinction.
Kara Lee McLean.
Jessica Maury, with distinction.
Chidi Iberne Ole.
Aaron Ort, with distinction.
Vincent Showalter, with great distinction.
Winothan Sriranjan.
Jody Walkeruk, with distinction. Mr. and Mr. President, Mr. Chair and Mr. President, this concludes the presentation of the Bachelor of Commerce. No?
Joanne Weeb.
Let's try that again. Mr. Chair and Mr. President, this concludes the presentation of the Bachelor of Commerce. For real.
Mr. Chair and Mr. President, I have the honor to present these graduates for admission to the credential of Bachelor of Management.
MD Rakabul Alam.
Susan Ano.
Alejandro Arango Estrada.
Leanne Clare, with great distinction.
Bianca Corden, with distinction.
Maria Christina Cruz, with distinction.
Jennifer Downdum, with distinction.
Deborah Lee Fantas.
Priscilla Infantas.
Erica Jackson.
Elena Konkachowski.
Paula McGregor, with distinction.
Alejandra Montiel Alvarez, with distinction.
Roberto Perry.
Tomislav Pipyanik with distinction.
Dallas Sharp.
Caesar Siofi.
Nirmia Subramanyam.
Antane Talu.
Wendy Two Guns.
Marianne Unruh.
Mr. Chair and Mr. President, this concludes the presentation of the Bachelor of Management.
Mr. Chair and Mr. President, I have the honor to present these graduates for admission to the credential of the University Certificate, Indigenous Community, Economic Development, and Planning.
Gail Bonnke.
Corinne Sweetgrass. Mr. Chair and Mr. President, this concludes the presentation of the University Certificate, Indigenous Community, Economic Development, and Planning.
My heartfelt congratulations to the graduates of the Faculty of Business. And did we happen to mention this was our largest convocation ceremony ever? Now we will celebrate the recipient of the Governor-General's Medal. On behalf of Her Excellency, the Right Honourable Louise Arbour, Governor-General of Canada, I am delighted to present the Silver Academic Medal to Alison Rowney. Alison is graduating with a Bachelor of Arts Psychology major with great distinction. During her time at AU, Alison has consistently maintained an exceptional academic record. Of the 29 courses she completed, she passed 4 with a final grade of A. The rest, A+. And if you're doing the math, that's 25 A+. Alison's academic achievements, dedication, and passion for learning exemplify the excellence and high standard that this medal represents. So please, once again, join me in congratulating Alison.
Congratulations, Alison. A wonderful, wonderful achievement. Well, may I be the first to officially congratulate each and every single one of AU's 2026 graduates. Now, I know we're very subtle, but as we mentioned earlier, your next journey starts here. And because of that, to guide us on that journey, Brittany Hollett, an Athabasca board member and two-time alumni of AU, with a Master of Nursing in 2022 and an MBA in 2025, will now address our new graduates, now alumni of AU. Please join me in welcoming Brittany.
Class of 2026, now that you've crossed that stage and received your credentials, it's official. You are no longer AU students, you are AU alumni. As a fellow alum, it means the world to me to stand before you today and congratulate you on your achievements. As a member of the class of 2022 and 2025, I remember well my own journey. My fellow students encouraged me, studied with me, and got me through some tough moments. To the class of 2026, you're sitting amongst hundreds of people who understand what it took to get here. I encourage you to celebrate together today and keep those connections into the future. Now that you're an AU alum, you will forever be a part of a community of fellow alumni who contribute to inspiring one another beyond the walls of the university. Your achievements demonstrate what is possible when determination meets access and opportunity. And we genuinely want to stay connected with you as your journey continues. We'd love to hear where life takes you and the impact you're making in your career, in your community, and beyond. And just one more thing. There will be an alumni booth at the campus celebration following the ceremony. Come and say hello. We'll have information on the benefits and lifelong learning opportunities we've curated just for you. We'll also have a commemorative pin for you, and we hope that when you wear it, you think of this day, your fellow grads, and those who shared it with you. Congratulations, class of 2026. And welcome to the AU alumni community.
Thank you, Brittany. Well, to close our ceremony, I would now like to ask AVP Indigenous Conciliation, Priscilla Campo, to share the story of the ribbons, a traditional gift from AU, which graduates can be used to guide you as you seek to make your highest contribution now as alumni. She will also share on some exciting news for next year's convocation. Please join me in welcoming Priscilla Campo.
Thank you, President Clark. A gift of ribbons is available to you as a student graduating from Athabasca University. Please come visit us at the Nikscatawin Center later today to receive this gift from us and to meet the elders that help shape our futures. Historically, different colored sticks were used as offerings in ceremonies, but those were eventually replaced by cloth and ribbons. We use ribbons as offerings, and as part of this convocation ceremony, this gift of ribbons will be given to you, the graduate, as we honor and pay respect to the hard work you have put into your education. These four colors, white, yellow, red, and blue or black, represent the four seasons, the four parts of our being: spiritual, mental, physical, and emotional. The four hills of life: infancy, childhood, adulthood, and old age, and the four directions. As part of the teachings, the following colors are used to represent these elements: White is for the north, the season of winter, old age, and the white bear. It is a time of achievement, knowledge, and understanding. Rose is for the east, the season of spring, babies and children, and the place of red bear. The time for new life and where we envision and plan for the future. Yellow is for the south and the season of summer, adolescence, and young adulthood. The place of the yellow bear in a time of growth and hard work. Blue is for the west, the season of autumn, mature adulthood, and the black bear. It is a time of reflection, dreaming, prayers, and harvest. Bears are protectors of family and community, and they are medicine keepers. As we travel through each direction, we honor and respect all Wekotowin, the Cree laws governing relationships to all things in our world, to the living and the dead, animate and inanimate, spiritual and physical beings. With these ribbons, we honor the path to knowledge and the hard work done by you, the students. We wish for you a balanced life in all of your being, physical, mental, spiritual, and emotional, on your path towards Mio Pimatsawin, the good life. Our best wishes to you on your journey. Following this year's convocation ceremonies, we will be respectfully retiring the mace you see here. We are grateful to have had this mace as part of our story, our identity, and our journey as a university towards working through conciliation. We are grateful to have had benefactors who thought ahead about Indigenous inclusion at the university, and AU also continues its journey, especially around conciliation. As part of this, we will be introducing a new mace to lead our convocation ceremonies next year, crafted and gifted to us by Tahltan Tlingit artist Dempsey Bob. This will be a symbol of our continuing work with Indigenous nations and communities. We will be unveiling the new mace in the coming months and sharing more information on how the current mace will remain a part of Athabasca University. Thank you. Thank you.
Well, thank you, Priscilla. And thanks indeed go to everyone, graduates, who supported you to get here. Family, friends, colleagues, fellow students, for all who helped you climb your mountain. Graduates, please let's share and recognize their contributions to your success.
Now, in terms of contribution, it means a lot to host our convocation here in Athabasca. It's an amazing day, and indeed, the magic doesn't happen by magic.
Indeed. So please join us to express gratitude to everyone who went the extra 10 miles through their efforts to make Convocation and all the celebrations around it so great. To all our AU colleagues and instructors here as volunteers or as part of their job, you were amazing. Thank you.
To Convocation's community volunteers, our ASL interpreters, and staff of 4 dozen local businesses, thank you.
To our amazing board of governors, including Chair Byron Nelson and Vice Chair Terry Lovelace, thank you.
To all those who helped make this convocation amazing, please, let's all show our thanks.
And so finally, literally everyone here, I invite you after the ceremony closes to join us for a celebration lunch here at the multiplex and then across the street on AU campus. Lunch runs all afternoon, so there's no rush. Explore campus, take photos on our fantastic grounds, come back, take it all in, and there will be activities, snacks, live music and entertainment, and you'll see firsthand how AU's campus is growing and how we go to local to global from here in Athabasca.
So please join me in offering a final and well-earned round of applause and congratulations to this year's graduates. For the graduates who want to share in this convocation tradition, you can throw your caps up in celebration. So everybody rise. Are we ready? In 3, 2, 1, go. Now, while everybody tries to find their hat, the rest of us, I ask if you can please rise, those who are not already standing. And just stay at your seats until the platform party, members of the board, members of faculty, and all of the graduates have left the hall. Thanks so much, everyone, and have a wonderful rest of your convocation day.